We're back with Frank De Lima, one of Hawaii's most popular comedians.
What kind of results have you seen from the kids?
Well, only now I'm really seeing great results from the kids in their 20s. They're coming up to me and saying, I remember you when you came to my school. I said, you don't remember the jokes, I hope. No. I remember that you told us this and this and this, and I really appreciate it. So I'm getting appreciation comments from all over the place, all the islands, whether it be a waiter, whether it be somebody drawing blood from me to test my blood at Straub. This kid from Kunawaina school, he said, you were at my intermediate school. And he's older, so he saw me when I first started, and it was at his intermediate school. And I remember how funny he was, and you talked about hair under the armpits, and that your armpits get stink, just like your attitude in this age. Because I talk about, puberty, and how the attitude can get really rotten, and so I just related to the armpits. Because they change too, don't they? Right around that time, 12 years old. So he said he'll never forget that. And but anyway, that was a nice conversation as he was taking blood from me. And so an airline stewardess that maybe she was 26, and she started going on a buta hunt. And she was facing me. I was on Island Air, and I was looking at her, and she's staring at me, and all of a sudden she breaks into this comedy routine I just busted out laughing because she said, I remember that when I was third grade. And so that makes me feel good. But the reactions are starting to come back now, because once I see them in the schools, kindergarten to 8th grade, then they go off to college or whatever it is, and they're not really established in the working place yet. Now they are. My first graduating classes, as I call them, are starting to react, and it's a good feeling. I recently, because of the new administration, need study of my visitations. And like kids, are they really learning something? Because right now I'm getting a grant. Since 9/11, I lost my work. Yeah, I don't work nighttime, and so I could not afford to pay $75,000 a year for the school program. That's what I was paying from Pochalinga to get the school program paid for. So for the past couple of years, it's been the new administration has, through DOE and encouragement from the legislators and teachers, but they need to have some kind of accountability. So we put out a study, and I said, oh, this is it. I don't think I'm going to get the grant. All nervous, because I see the kids laughing and clapping. All the schools that I go to, I have not been to one school where the kids do not react. And this is like 130 schools a year. And so, I said, well, I don't know if they're getting the real stuff. I know they're getting the laughs. I'm getting the laughs from them. And whether it be a kid from the mainland or a kid over here, they've all laughed the same way. I know how to adapt. Well, the study came back 90% of the kids it was sampling, it's only like 40, 50 schools. And it was an unbelievable reaction from the kids. They wrote down, or they had ABCD, what I talked about, for the kindergarten, third grade. And then the older ones wrote short paragraphs of what they thought my talk was about. And I was just totally thrown back by the positive reactions to the kids, the enjoyment they had, and also what they learned from it. So now I know. I didn't know all those first 20 years that I was doing it. But now I know that just from that sampling, and it's year after year that we do it. And of course, you're going to get a few that don't pay attention. You're going to have that in every school. And then there will be some teachers that probably didn't think it was effective. But most of the teachers, majority, say it's effective, and they want me to come back. So I'm very, very happy. I'm young yet, I feel. 58, that's getting old. But body breaking down, mind strong, and my spirit is still there and willing. So as long as the kids react the way I think they should, and the laughs come, I will continue to do it. Of course, I need finances too. Expensive, going to all these schools, man.
Thanks for joining us today on Greater Good Radio. For more information or a transcript of today's show, please visit us online at greatergoodradio.com. This is your host, Evan Leong and Carrie Leong, saying please join us next time for another episode of Greater Good Radio, Hawaii.